Welcome. I am talking to Jane Turner, book coach, and of course she has her own little publishing thing going on as well. But Jane is one of my guest experts that come into the Spotlight program. So for those of you who have done the Get Known Challenge, and so many people are saying it's a game changer and how much it helped you, don't just leave it there. What I want you to really think about now is, what is my next step? And of course, the next step for those of you that really want to take it up a notch, like really get out there and show your magic, create that radiant influence that's going to attract clients, build your audience to you, and then create your profitable coaching business. The Step in the Spotlight, Get Known, Attract Clients is the program for you, because I do bring in guest experts like Jane who can help you with one particular area that's not my magic. And Jane is the lady who knows all about how to get your book out. So welcome, Jane. We're just going to have a very quick chat about what you do and how you'll be implementing that within the Step in the Spotlight program to help coaches and change makers actually build their audience, build their credibility, and create that radiant influence that you and I are all about.
All right, look, thank you, Vanessa, and it's great to be on here with you. Look, what I'm thinking to do with the group, and I'd love to get feedback once you've shared this with your group, is that whilst I help people to write a book and I publish it for them and they build their profile around that, like you and I have done, I know that perhaps not everyone has that as their priority. So what I'm going to do for the Spotlighters is just share the one key creation of content tool that my authors all start with, because it is equally effective not only for books but for online programs or blog posts or articles that you're writing. And what it does is we tap into learning styles, and not in a theoretical way, in a totally practical way, about how do you get the information out of your head and onto the page, or onto the program or into the article that is going to resonate totally with your target audience. And as far as the learning styles go, of course, we all have our own favourite. We're probably a hybrid of all of the 4 learning styles, but we have our favourite. And if we write, and we do naturally initially write in our own favourite style because it resonates very deeply for us. But what that does is then you're missing 3/4 of your potential clients. And so I help people to firstly just get a handle on that one idea, but then to give them a strategy of how they actually access the information, all of the information in their head, not just the one that sounds good from their learning style themselves, and we get that onto the page. And once it's on the page, can be used, as I say, across all of the various platforms. So that's what I'm just really excited. Once your lovely Spotlighters get that under their belt, they can just use it again and again and again. But I do hope they use it to write a book, because it is the best of all promotional tools and credibility building tools.
Yeah, and we'll talk about that, because I've got a few examples of some of the previous Spotlighters and how they have actually taken, because you went through the last class as well, and how they've taken some of the information and thought that's a good idea and then just moved on with it. But it is a good point. Like, if for those of you who are thinking, oh, I'm not sure I'll be ready to write a book, let me remind you that this is a 6-month course, the Step into the Spotlight program, and we actually don't bring the bigger actions. This is our bigger actions. This is towards the end of the course. So don't put any restrictions on yourself just yet. Know that within 6 months' time, remember, you would have gone through most of the program by the time we bring Jane in to talk to us. And you don't know what you'll be ready for by then, once you've completed all of the other steps within the Step-Like program. But it is very good for you, Jane, to point out to us that even if we're not going to write the book right there and then and straight away, or put it in our strategy straight away, we can use what you teach us and apply it, like you said, to other things, like getting a course out or getting something else out or getting content out. So yes, for anyone who thinks, oh, I'll skip that class because I'm not ready for a book, You will find great benefit in all my experts with what they teach you. You'll be able to apply it in some way to building your coaching business. So you came in for the last round that I ran, and a couple of the girls got inspired that went through that one. And just so people know what happened for them through going through the Spotlight program, Leanne, for example, decided, yep, after she did the podcast route, she then went, yep, okay, now it's time for me to do the book. And she got out there, she got bestseller status. And she said, Jane, what's happening now, because she's got the book out, is she's getting a lot of invitations to speak.
That's right. Yes.
Yeah. So you find that
it's a great opening to the speaking world. It
Mm.
works like a treat because, again, you're seen as the expert and you obviously know your material if you've made a book out of it. So it's a bit of a no-brainer for people running conferences and or meetup groups. And yeah, look, it just really works. That's what I love about this stuff.
Mm. Yeah, so that's one of our spotlights. And as I said, she didn't create the book within the program. So people have to be reminded that don't expect that you're going to do everything of this in the program. We are teaching you the processes that you can then take, and you'll do some of it within the program. But like Jane's book writing, some of you might choose to actually go and work with Jane afterwards and actually get the book out. But you may not be doing it within that 6 months of the program, but what we're doing is putting in the foundations and giving you the pathways that you then move on and follow on forward as well. That's the good thing about the Step in the Spotlight program. It's actually giving you a complete pathway to follow, which is, you know, it helps people who are coming into this feeling that they're lost in the dark. And just as another little plus, I thought I would mention to you that Susanna Hatch as well, she has just got her book out, and she's just found out that she's got 70,000 readers already.
Wow. So look at that.
With something, yeah, with the book, also, or in some way involved with a book. So 70,000 extra people becoming aware of who you are because you are involved with a book is amazing, isn't it, Jane? And I know this is what you like to point out about books.
And the thing about the book as well, and your people are coaches, is for some people who have never had a coach before, taking on a coach is a very big and in some ways frightening step. So
Yes.
A beautifully accessible way for people to become familiar with you and to actually build trust before they've even met you is with a book. And that's so wonderful though to hear those results. That is a big goal to be kicking though, with 70,000 extra aware individuals about you as a service person.
And she's only just started, Jane. She's only just started.
Wow. Well, very exciting days ahead.
Yeah, and so these are some of the people that have gone through the Step in the Spotlight program and decided, yep, I'm going to put a book as part of my strategy. And that's what we do in the Spotlight program. That's what you come in to give us some sort of strategy that we can take for our book. As you said, you're going to help us unpack it all. And if we don't use it for a book today, we can be using it for something else for now and then put it into a book afterwards, can't we?
Oh, yes, absolutely. Look, easy either which way, vice versa.
Yes.
Book, easy to repurpose for the online program, easy to repurpose as a book.
Yes.
And or certainly a speech, you know, a day-long workshop. It's all, you do the work once and you can reuse it so many ways. So
that's what you're going to get from Jane Turner. It will be towards the end of the Spotlight program. So we're going to be starting in April, and you're getting Jane come in closer towards the end of the program, because towards the end of the program is where I know that you've really now starting to say, okay, I've stepped into my magic. I know who I am and what I'm about. Now it's really time for me to reach out, create that bigger impact and influence, or as I like to call it, radiant influence, and find the ways that are going to work for me to access my target market. So that's when Jane will come in closer towards the end of the program, but you will get guest experts along the way, of course, and lots and lots and lots of training and support with me and my support coach as well, who is involved with the program to help you along the way. And I think that's one of the things, Jane, you and I were just talking about it earlier on, how people are a little bit frightened, I feel, at the moment, to commit themselves to longer programs. And I think from experience, there's been a few people who have said to me that they've invested in higher end programs and then not got the results that they wanted. And they felt that they've been left. And that's why with the Step in the Spotlight program, I have weekly catch-ups, and we also have not only access to me, but we also have access to support coach throughout the whole program as well, so that you're not left behind. And then we have an option afterwards of the Brilliance Realm, where you can come in and continue to get support. So it's all there, you won't be left behind. And of course, you get access to amazing experts like Jane Turner, who is our book coach. And of course, we have a multitude of others as well. So thank you, Jane, for just coming on and telling us what you'll contribute to the program. And if anyone is interested in saying, okay, well, I'm not going to do the program, but I'm really with Spotlight, but I'm actually at this place where I feel I would like to write a book, where can they connect? Connect.
That's the magic word too, isn't it, these days with running a business? But yes, look, thanks, Vanessa. It's writewithjane.com. Easy.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll stick that up here with the video as well, so that they can catch up with you there. All right, thanks, Jane. I said we'd keep it short so people can get just a brief look at you and your place in the program, but also what you do outside of the program as well, for those that are ready to get that extra help and feel that they're not going to go through the Spotlight program. Jane is your lady to contact. Thank you so much, Jane.
Thanks, Vanessa.
And remember, people, if you've done the Get Known Challenge, and even if you haven't, but you know that you're ready for the next step to really evolve your profile, your presence, really start to bring yourself in an audience so that you can attract clients and, of course, build a thriving coaching business, then the Step in the Spotlight program is for you. So make sure that you contact me about that, or check it out on the link that I've got provided as well. Thanks so much, Jane.
Thanks, Vanessa.